Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is video number 4, solving proportions. Now, this is one of those skills. It's taken for granted, but it's something that all of you must know. It's essential as you progress throughout your math careers. Okay, I'm talking about even college. Okay, you ought to know how ratios work, how to solve proportionally. But anyways, take a look at this problem 5 here that I pulled off from a different worksheet. And I'm going to get straight to the point here, guys. How we're going to solve this is we're going to cross multiply. So notice 15 is across from y. So I know 15, I'll use a different color here. I know 15 times y, or 15y, equals, and now I'm going to cross multiply the other way. And that, of course, is 21 times 20. Now what? Well, let's clean it up a little bit here. I have 15y equals, and I'm going to times together 21 times 20. And that's just simply 420. And notice now I just have a simple equation right here, don't I? So what I'm going to do next is just simply divide by 15. And 15 divided by 15, of course, is 1y equal to. And now all I need to do is go ahead and divide and simplify 420 over 15. So let's just take 420 divided by 15. We could have simplified them each to begin with, but frankly, it's more work. But anyways, here we go. I know 2 times 15 is 30. 42 minus 30, of course, is 12. I bring down my 0. I know 15 goes into 120 8 times. Let's verify that. 8 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4. Yeah. So, notice 0 remainder. So I know y is 28. And so go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Okay, guys. So I'm going to present you one problem that I want you to try right now. Here we go. So guys, why don't you try this simpler problem. Pause the video, in other words. Okay, so hopefully you tried this problem. So let's see what you should have done. I know I'm going to do 4 times x, right? They're across from each other. That's 4x. I also know I'm going to go ahead and do 9 times 10. And I can do that in my head. That's 90, right? So 4x equals 90. Now what? How about if we divide both sides by 4? Because 4 divided by 4 is 1x equal to. And now all I need to do again is 90 divided by 4. So 90 divided by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 remainder. Bring down the 0. 2 times 4 is 8 again. 2 remainder. Let's go ahead and make it a decimal, shall we? Let's bring down a 0. And 4 times 5 is 20. So I know x is 22.5. Pause the video if you need to. Now guys, there are many situations where you are going to want to use proportion to solve. Here is one problem you most likely came up with within the last several years. Okay? Now I'll go ahead and read this to you. It says, Mary has saved $17.50 in 3 weeks. You know what, guys? That is a ratio. $17.50 in 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks. That is a ratio, you see? And like a lot of things in real life, ratios or rates stay constant when we do our work or our calculations. Okay? They're saying right here, at this rate, how much will she save in 15 weeks? So notice, guys, we are given 15 weeks. Now, why would I put that in the bottom of my ratio? because that matches the denominator or bottom of my first ratio, right? So see how I kept my weeks in the bottom or denominator of my ratio. So notice, what's the only thing missing? Well, the amount of money it would take in 15 weeks, right? Or how much money in this case she will save in 15 weeks. See how we have a nice proportion, very similar to what we just did in the previous problem. Okay, so finishing up, we're going to cross multiply, right? I know that right there is simply 3x. We'll ignore the units for now and get back to it at the end. And then I'm going to do 17.5 times 15. Correct? 17.5 times 15. Now, 17.5 times 15, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my calculator. So what I have now is 3x equals 262.5. 262.5. And solving the equation, we're going to divide both sides by 3, because 3 divided by 3 is 1x equal to. And dividing that, I guess I can do it old school over here. 262.5 divided by 3. Line up those decimals, right? So let's see here. 8 times 3 is 24. Bring down the 2. 3 times 7 is 21. 1 left over. Bring down the 5. And of course, we end up with 87.5. So going back to the units, what was the units in the top numerator? Was dollars. So what we just figured out is that Mary saved $87.50 if she kept going at the same rate. So pause the video if you need to. Okay, so guys, why don't you, I know it's a little small, guys, but since you watch this on the computer, hopefully that's no big deal, or on your tablet. Could you please pause the video and try this problem? Okay, so let's see what you should have come up with. Well, hopefully you realize that we have 400 parts, right? And out of those 400 parts, 14 are defective. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and flip that around because it just makes more sense to me that we would write it the other way. You could have left it like that, okay? So does everybody agree? We now know that there were 14 defective parts. I'll just abbreviate here. Def for defective, out of 400 total parts, right? So that's our ratio, guys. And like any machinery, things are usually done at a fairly consistent basis. So the ratio will, for the most part, should be the same unless we tweak or adjust it, right? And we know, or what we're trying to figure out, is how many defective parts would we expect in a shipment of 1,000? Okay, so notice we don't know. I'm going to call that X. That's our big question. How many are defective, right? Out of now 4,000. Sorry, 1,000. Sorry, I misspoke there. So guys, notice I have my ratio set up. I have my defective number in the numerator. I have the total parts in the denominator. So now I can solve this, right? So hopefully you cross multiplied. So does everybody agree? I know 400 times X has got to be 14 times 1,000, okay, is 14,000. And now all I need to do is divide by 400, right? And of course, I end up with 1x equal to, and over here, let me just cross out, basically I'm dividing by 10, a few zeros. Now, I could simplify that again, but without drawing it out, I'm just going to go ahead and just go straight to division. So I'm going to take 140 and divide by 4, right? So let's see here, 3 times 4 is 12, 2 left over, bring down my 0. 4 times 5 is 20. So I know that we would expect around 35 defective parts out of every 1,000 that we package to ship away. So guys, pause the video one last time. Please make sure you understand proportions, guys, and how to solve it using cross multiply. it will come up over and over again throughout your math career. Until next time, bye.